Hey guys, this is going to be a special review on the episode of Euphoria, the Christmas episode featuring Rue that aired last night on HBO. If you missed it, go watch it. This is going to be a spoiler review. I'm going to be talking about some spoilers and my thoughts about a lot of things. Sobriety and addiction and Rue and Jules and everything. So yes, plus making some special announcements about the show coming up if you haven't already heard. So let's just get into it, you guys. Okay, I have some notes here so this video doesn't get off track and off topic. I know, I'm so official. I'm so business-like. I have notes. I took notes. I'm so official, girl. Okay, so the first thing I gotta do is what I always do. I tell you guys to please like up the video if you love Euphoria. Make sure to share this video with your friends, subscribe, gray bell, and yeah, all that jazz. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, gray bell, you know the deal. And share. Okay, so I have some notes. Where are my notes go? Okay, so the episode, oh, where are my things here? Okay, the episode is titled, it'll be in the title anyway, but in case you didn't read the title. The episode is titled, Trouble Don't Last Always, and that is so true. So, yeah. Okay, there's going to be another episode featuring... Well, you know what? We'll get to that later, okay? Jules gets her own episode, too, next month. That's all I'm going to say. I'll tell you more details in a minute. So, okay. Rue and Jules are together in New York. So, like, the episode starts with basically Rue and Jules being together in New York. And I think this is probably, like, maybe either in her mind, I'm guessing. So what do you guys think? Okay, if you've seen the episode already. Do you think this is what actually happened? Or do you think this is in Rue's imagination because this is what she wants to happen? But basically, the episode starts with Rue and Jules together in an apartment in New York together. And Jules is in bed, and Rue is kissing her, waking her up, and then Jules leaves. And then Rue start taking drugs again, you know, the nose candy. I shouldn't say the word drugs, but you know, okay, nose candy. We'll just call it nose candy, yeah. And then, yeah. Then basically the rest of the episode is just her talking to her sponsor, which we find out his name is Martin in this episode. Obviously Rue is, as you know, she relapsed at the end of last season, and she is still relapsing. She's still doing her thing, you know, her nose candy. Well, let's call it nose candy, basically, but you know what it is. She's still in a dark place. She's talking to her sponsor, which we find out his name is Martin. She talks about her father's death. She talks how she's struggling with sobriety right now. She talks about how she starts the episode saying that she wants to she's okay with being an addict or whatever, and she's just gonna like keep doing, you know, the nose candy. And okay, I think if you are struggling with your sobriety, this is the episode to watch because it shows you how you need to keep fighting and stay sober, and also how a lot of addicts, when they're clean for a while, tell you they recommend you don't date anybody for at least a year after being you know, while you're being clean, because you need to focus on your sobriety, which is, I agree 100%. So early on, work on your sobriety. Don't focus on dating anybody the first at least a year or two of you being clean. Let's see. So and then also don't blame anybody else for your relapsing. It's on you. If you relapse, that is on you. Life is full of anxiety and depression and triggers, and it's on you to kind of focus on yourself and deal with it. So don't like say, oh, I relapsed because of so-and-so, or oh, so-and-so triggered me. If you're relapsing, it is on you. So don't blame anybody else except yourself for relapsing, which is a good lesson. By the way, I'm an alcoholic, in case you didn't know if you're new to the channel. Yes, I'm an alcoholic, sober for 3 months. Whoop, 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 whoop. So yeah, I know all about addiction, honey. I have multiple addictions. Shopping, food, alcohol. So yeah. A little bit smoking, but that isn't like the biggest one there. Biggest one is shopping, food, and alcohol. Those are the 3 biggest major addictions for me that I need to work on. Okay. But I am 3 months sober from alcohol, so yay! Okay, but I'm going to be doing a whole sobriety update video soon coming up, so yeah. And more details on that, of course. But anywho, getting off topic. Well, it's not really off topic, because this video's about sobriety too. So there you go. It's a really dark episode. It's really sad. It mostly just takes place in this diner on Christmas Eve. And Martin is basically trying to, like, encourage Rue to stay sober and get clean again. Maru's just basically like wallowing in self-pity, which a lot of addicts do. They wallow in self-pity, just what we do. So it's very realistic, which is really good. Which this show is really raw, really realistic, really good. If you haven't seen Euphoria, by the way, if you're new to the show Euphoria, binge watch season 1 on HBO. It's amazing. Oh, so amazing. If you're Generation Z, it's a must watch. Millennial, I think it's great to watch. Any age, really, but especially if you're between the ages of 18 and 30, I think it's a must watch. It really is. Okay. She talks about, making sure I covered everything I want to talk about. She talks about how she doesn't want to, she tells Martin, her sponsor, that she doesn't want to live much longer, which is really sad. And Martin says, well, how do you want your mom and sister to remember you? And this makes her cry, Rue. And she says, and this is really, really touching and really, really sad, and broke my heart watching this and hearing this. But Rue says very honestly back to Martin when he asks her this. She says, she wants him to remember her by as someone who tried really hard to be someone she couldn't be. Oh, isn't that so sad? I know. Broke my heart. She tears up. Martin says that he has faith in her, and they drive off in the rain. Anyway, the episode, that's pretty much it. Oh, I really want to say one thing really quickly. So a second special episode will premiere on HBO Sunday, January 24th, 9/8 Central. Again, Sunday, January 24th. 2 days before my birthday, by the way. 9/8 Central. So Sunday, January 24th, 9/8 Central. It'll be titled F-U-C-K, Anyone Who's Not a Sea Blob, and it will focus on the character of Jules. It'll be her episode, and how she got along during the Christmas break, and how she reflects on the past year's events. Season 1, yeah. So yeah, it airs January 24th, and I'll do a whole episode review on that if you want me to as well. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do that. Like on the video and all that jazz. But yeah, so my conclusion is, I think if you are struggling with sobriety, you need to watch this episode. It gives you faith, especially during the holidays. It can be a really dark, gloomy time for a lot of people. You know, you might feel alone. You might feel like you don't really have anybody. Don't worry, you have your sobriety. And the sobriety is the #1 thing you need to focus on. This woman who was working in the cafeteria in the show, she was talking about how she was sober for 17 years. And she can't believe it, but she is sober for 17 years by the grace of God. And I am sober for 3 months. I have been sober for over 2 years before, and I did relapse. Last year, I didn't even know I was an addict. Well, you know, addict to alcohol, but yeah, we're all addicts in some ways. I didn't know I was an addict, but I found that out. I suspected, but I found out this past year that I was, and this whole year is of me struggling with that. But anyway, this show is a good show, whether this is dealing with a lot of different things other than addiction, but addiction is a big part of the show. It deals with that, of course, other things too. But anyway, this episode really deals with that, and Rue's struggle, not only with relapsing, but just kind of giving up almost. Rue's pretty much in this episode giving up. She's blaming Jules, she's blaming her life, and she's just saying, screw it, I'm just gonna slowly just kill myself with drugs. Oh, I keep saying drugs. I just want to say that. Nose candy, because I want this video to be monetized, girl. So, oh well, it's what it is. So anyway, so that's all I gotta say about this episode. I think it's a fantastic episode. I think it's a must watch. Hopefully, you will watch it if you haven't already. It's gonna re-air on HBO a bunch of times. And catch next month's episode about Jules, because that's gonna be good. In fact, I'm probably gonna come back and review that too. Might as well. So there'll be another episode of that, me reviewing that one when that episode airs. We'll probably to watch it the next day and then review it the next day, so 25th. My birthday's the 26th. I'm an Aquarius, in case you're wondering. Shirts from Five Below and sweaters from Walmart, in case you're wondering. So that's my review. What did you think of the episode if you've already seen it? What do you think of the show Euphoria in general? Do you like Euphoria? Euphoria. I love HBO and Euphoria. I think it's a fantastic show. I think it's a must watch. And if you're struggling with addiction, don't worry. You're not alone. So anyway, more videos on this and so much more coming on my channel very soon. Like up, share this video with your friends, comment, gray bell, subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Mwah! Kisses from me to you. Subscribe. Bye, guys.